In this video, we're learning about the German verb haben in the present tense. Haben is one of the most important verbs, if not the most important and common verb in the German language, and it is essential that you both understand it well and memorize it well before you go any further in your learning of German. The verb haben simply means to have, or have in English. We could just stop there, but we need to know how the verb changes in different contexts. You see, the verb haben, as we see it now, is in its infinitive form. What that means is it's the form you'll find in the dictionary. It's the base form, but we need to change that according to who is speaking. Therefore, we're going to start with the conjugation of haben. Don't be put off by the long word conjugation. It pretty much just refers to the process of putting the right ending on the verb. So we start with the infinitive, haben. We chop off the en, like any other German verb, and then we put the endings on according to the German pronouns ich, du, sie, es, wir, ihr, and sie. Ich habe, I have. Du hast, you have. Sie, es hat, he, she, it has. Wir haben, we have. Ihr habt, you plural have. Sie haben, they have, or you formal have. Notice that the only time that the English changes is in the he, she, it form, when it changes to has. Every other time it's have, but in German we need to learn all 6 endings. To see how this works in a sentence, we're going to use the phrase Hunger haben, which simply means to be hungry. You see, in German, the main way for saying that you're hungry is by saying that you have hunger. So we're going to use this example to show how haben is conjugated in a real sentence. To begin with, ich habe Hunger. I'm hungry. Du hast Hunger. You're hungry. Hat Hunger. He's hungry. Wir haben Hunger. We're hungry. Ihr habt Hunger. You plural are hungry. Sie haben Hunger. They're hungry. I also want to talk about something called the 3-for-1 deal. If you start off with the German phrase ich habe, you could translate it as we most naturally would with simply I have. However, you could also translate it in 2 other ways. You could say I am having, or you could say I do have. All 3 translations are correct. But in German, there is only one possibility. This is a great advantage for us as English speakers, since we only have to learn the one form instead of 3 separate forms. It's a 3-for-1 deal, and we're going to see this in action in the next slide. Here are some example sentences. I'm going to say them in German, all of them first, and give you a chance to pause the video and see if you can translate them yourself. And then I'll provide the English translation. To start with, ich habe einen Bruder und eine Schwester. Ich habe einen Bruder und eine Schwester. Du hast immer Hunger. Du hast immer Hunger. Hat keine Ahnung. Hat keine Ahnung. Hast du Zeit? Hast du Zeit? Hast du Spaß? Hast du Spaß? Ich habe einen Bruder und eine Schwester means I have a brother and a sister, or one brother and one sister. Du hast immer Hunger means you're always hungry. hat keine Ahnung means he has no idea. Hast du Zeit means do you have time? Hast du Spaß means are you having fun? Notice that I have incorporated the 3 different versions of the English present tense that we can use. I have in the first sentence and he has in the third sentence, but also do you have. We use do when it's a question. And finally, are you having? You are having in the final sentence. The German is quite simple. All you need to learn is those 6 different persons, which you need to, and I encourage you to learn very well right now.